Hey everybody, this is Jaden Sinclair. I'm here today playing some Opus Magnum. It's a game I've been meaning to check out before. It's been out for a little while now, but it's a puzzle game where you're doing alchemy, but it's really more of like a computer science programming game, it seems, which very much is a type of game I enjoy. So I will be playing some of this today. If you do want to see any of my other stuff, feel free to check out my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel and subscribe and follow me there, and also follow me on Twitter at JSinclairGaming. I'd love to hear from you on any of those things with anything you'd like to tell me to improve or just to hang out and chat. So let's get started with this though. I believe I just should jump into here. So lab rules. Access is restricted to graduate level alchemical engineering students and faculty only, and exceptions must be approved by the chancellor. Hopefully I'm that in the game. Um, Keep your student alchemist permit and sigil with you at all times while in the lab. I don't know if I have those. All right. No food or drink is permitted in the lab. Probably should get rid of my water then. Do not sit or lean on transmutation engines or their related components. And please keep the area clean for everyone else. That means you, Anataeus. That's an odd name. All right. I'm amazed you put off learning how to use the transmutation engine for this long. I was concentrating working by hand. You know. Okay, so I'm playing Anataeus. Great. And Henley Servant. And these names. All right. I was concentrating on working by hand. You know that. Anataeus, we're about to graduate. I know. That's why I need you to summarize all this for me as fast as possible. All right. So solving a thing. How do I not? Oh, open. All right. All right. So these are reagents. They are the input materials for doing alchemy. These things? Yeah, reagent elemental fire. This is a product. Your job as an alchemist is to build machines that combine reagents into useful products. Okay, so it's the whole thing. Complete the puzzle, build all products, press the play button below to start the transmutation. This is the instruction tray. Instructions tell machine parts what to do. So yeah, this is kind of your commands. So, have it go. It builds some stuff and puts it in there. Great. Now we wait for it to go. Honestly, I know a little bit of the basics of this, so... Alright, success. Understand so far? Of course, I knew this part was easy, that's why I never worried about it. I count you as a friend, Anataeus, but sometimes you carry your genius alchemist act a little too far. Act? Alright, so he's very conceited. So let's take the first and most important part, the arm. I understand. What's next? Wait, don't rush ahead. Let me go through this. Let me go through the material. You need to see this. Alright, so place an arm below, setting the rotation and length so the gripper is over the reagent. Then add instructions. Press this. And add instructions to the instruction tray below to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. Alright, so this is on number 3. So I just want it to rotate. I wonder... Okay, yeah, I can just hold those down like that. So do that. Oh wait, I need to pick it up first. Can I like... Yeah, highlight those. So it is F. And then drop it. And then probably move back. Alright, wonder is there a hotkey? Yeah, space. Alright, perfect. Pretty simple so far. I'm sure it gets more difficult. Right, so arms pick up and move elemental proxies around the surface of the transmutation engine. Right, you control their behavior with instructions. Yes, of course. Of course, yeah. Pivots. In some cases, you'll want an arm to rotate what it's gripping. You mean as opposed to the arm itself rotating. That's right, in those cases you'll use pivot instructions. Okay, so place an arm below, then add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. I keep clicking the wrong thing there. So there. It just needs to rotate down 1. So pick up, rotate that direction. And we've got these, so I think I need to just rotate it back 1 that way, drop it, and we should be able to go back there. Right. that way. Well, let's try it. Yeah, that's right. Alright. For a second there I thought I might not have rotated it far enough, but... Okay. All very straightforward and simple. I agree, Anataeus. How nice that this is so easy for you. Why? How long did it take you to learn all this? Let's just keep going. If it took you, Henley, if it took you a little while to learn this, you're not very bright. A piston arm is a special kind of arm that can extend and retract, and presumably there are instructions to control the piston? That's right, I'll demonstrate. Alright, so we got a piston arm. There, add instructions to make it pick up the reagent, move it to the product output. I keep trying to grab onto the actual thing to move it, and that doesn't work. Reset instruction will make an arm drop any held atoms and reset to its initial position length, to its initial rotation length and position. In this lesson, the drop instruction is disabled. You must use a reset instruction instead. Alright, so for this guy, I need him to pick up, then rotate counterclockwise twice. Then we need to retract inward, and then we can use a reset. Send it back. Alright, perfect. I see, piston arms can reach areas you can't with a normal arm. That's what makes them so useful. They cost a little more than regular arms, though. Cost. Alright, and I can use the reset instruction to make an arm return to its initial state from wherever it is. That's convenient. Just remember, the reset instruction takes the same amount of time it would take to issue those individual instructions. Well, yes, of course it will. Of course. Tracks. What's next? Next we have tracks, which are like paths you can place on the board. It's easier to show you. Alright, so create a track between the reagent and the product, then place an arm on the track and add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. So a track. Oh, those are move instructions, so this is the track, so I can put that there. Pull it down like that. Drop you. Go to there. So then we need 3 to pick up, and then... Okay, so, oh, I see, there's negative and positive. So we need to move it twice towards the positive, and then we will need to rotate, and then we can reset. Yep, alright. I see. When you place an arm on a track, the arm can move forward or backward along the path. Tracks can be quite powerful, but I'm still learning how to use them effectively in my design. Really? Could you put multiple arms onto a single track? I think so. I never thought to try that. I'll have to experiment later. Interesting. Alright. Now I want to test that. To perform transmutations, we use glyphs. For example, say I want to calcify an element. You'd place a glyph of calcification on the board and move the element you want to calcify over it. Anataeus, I mean, yes, that's correct, but at least let me go through the explanation first. I got all the explanation I needed. Alright, so... Use a piston arm and a glyph of calcification to turn the reagent, a fire atom, into the product, a salt atom. Move it to the product output. Alright. Glyph of calcification transmutes any of the 4 cardinal elements, air, fire, water, and earth, into neutral salt. Alright, so it says put it there. Then... Oh, no, I think that's where I want my piston arm. Yeah, let's move this as well, because then I can... pull it down there onto this, and then pull it back. So we need to pick up, and then rotate that way, and then retract, and reset. Alright. Good. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, this is all pretty easy. It's quite fast, this glyph. Yep, welcome to modern alchemical engineering. How many transmutations are available as glyphs? Most of the common ones so far. There's ongoing research to develop more, which you would know about if you paid any attention to recent developments in your field. Come on, Henley. You're making fun of me when you're saying it took you a while to learn all this stuff. Alright. This must be the glyph of bonding. It is. To use it, actually, why don't you show me how it works? Seems that's the way things are going here. Very well. Alright. Use two arms and the glyph of bonding to bond the two salt atoms together and move them to the product output. Alright, so I just need to get these guys set up over here. So 3, let's see, so both of them will need to pick up. 3 moves counterclockwise, 4 moves clockwise, so that binds them. Then I think I need to drop, let's have you drop that. 3 can continue to move it up there, and then I believe 3 will need to rotate it. Then we can have you guys reset, and I think that works. Nope, I did something wrong there. Alright. What did I do? Oh, this is the wrong symbol. That's the one I was looking for. There we go. Stupid little mistake, but easy enough. Alright. The transmutation engine makes alchemical engineering far simpler. You could have been using this the whole time. I'm glad I did things the hard way for so long. I hope you're not like this in real life, Anateus. But this is real life. And, okay. Alright, I think that's everything you need to know to use the transmutation engine effectively. I'll make one more product to make sure I get it. Alright. Alright, so building area, parts tray, and instructions can all be panned by right-clicking anywhere with them dragging. If you mouse with a scroll wheel, you can also use it to vertically scroll through. Alright. Yeah, so I can just do that. Can I, like, scroll while I'm over here? No. Alright, so, I place products and reagents on my own. So, this is the product. I will need a glyph of calcification to get to that. I'll also be needing to bond them. Alright, so let's get a bond here. You know what, if I do this right, then I won't even need the other stuff. So, need this. And then I can also maybe put something like that. So, number 1 will pick up, rotate that way. Number 2 is going to pick up, rotate, rotate. I'll get that there. It's going to need to, we can reset it then. And at that point, this guy needs to move it. Whoop, not that one. Yeah, that one. One more that way, and then you can reset. And we're good. Nothing too challenging. I wouldn't expect it. Ah, and here we have the thing. So it looks like I was completely average, getting what kind of everyone else does. That's fine. So what are your plans after you graduate? I think I'll be a head alchemist for one of the august houses. That's bold, right out of school? Why not? True enough, no ambition could be too great for you. And yourself? I like it here. I think I'll stick around and hopefully become a professor. You do seem to have an affinity for teaching. Think so? Well then, may each of us realize his opus magnum. Opus magnum, I've always found that to be a rather pretentious term, but I agree with the sentiment at least. Why are you laughing? Anateus Vaya found something pretentious? Tell me more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Henley on that one. Alright. House Van Tassen. Letter of congratulation. Dear Anateus, congratulations on your appointment to the position of head alchemist to the House Van Tassen. I'm very pleased to see you find a position in line with your talent and abilities. As you prepare to leave the academic life, I want to offer a word of advice. The politics of the city are much harsher and more dangerous than those of the academy. You are a singularly gifted talent, and I would hate to see you caught up in these conflicts. The alchemist's place is not to sink to the level of those around us, but to rise above them in service of our art. Best of luck to you. Nadine Tolemio. See, Nadine, that's a normal person name. Alright. So some of them don't have to be weird. Alright. Okay. Concordia Lem. Alright, so how did it go? A nightmare. Armand kept going through his old stories about honor and righteousness. The Lady Van Tassen looks like she's embalmed. Frederick spilled food down the front of his shirt. What a brave man you are, surviving a formal dinner. Yeah. Alright. It really is difficult, though. I can't stand the stuffiness. Armand didn't remember my name. Captain Gelt had to prompt him several times. To be fair, you started only rather recently. Yes, I suppose it's too much to ask. Such a complicated, burdensome thing to remember one single name, the name of your new alchemist. I mean, you do have a very odd name, though. The one who graduated at the top of his class from the College of Chemical Engineering. Anataeus. See, you remember my name just fine. Think Armand would know my name? Keep in mind, I've been here my whole life. Maybe next time you can go in my place. He might not even realize it's a different person. Alchemist, provisioner, which were you again? Yes, You'll get us in trouble. I've been doing this for years. Alright. Okay, we got another puzzle now. After cutscenes, I guess I'd call them. Anyways. Well, this is an odd first project. I feel like someone's having a laugh at my expense. Why, were you asked to create the Philosopher's Stone? Close, actually. One more guess. Transform lead into gold? Yes, apparently there's an old Van Tassen lead mine. Wouldn't it be better if it produced gold instead? Armand suggested it, so casually. Sounds wonderful. Time to put your university degree to the test. Alright. The glyph of projection consumes an atom of quicksilver and promotes an atom of metal to the next higher form. By doing this repeatedly, even lead, the basis metal, can be transmuted into the finest gold. Alright, so what do I have? I've got a product, I'm looking for gold. I've got quicksilver, I've got lead. I need me to use this thing, glyph of projection. So, I need to essentially move this into there, and I need to move this to there, and then eventually into this. So, let's have one pick it up and go that way. And then you pick this up and go that way. Oh, or I could just do that in the completely wrong directions. Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, alright. So, oh, I guess I need to drop them. Alright, so you need to drop that. I wonder if he needs to drop that. Alright, so it changed it into something else? Not whatever I need. Oh, wait, what's this? Show diagram. Alright, so, okay. This tells me things. So it looks like we've got lead, tin, iron, copper, silver, gold. Alright, so we need to change it 5 times? 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So changing it 5 times means I need to do this a couple of times for that. Wonder... I'm looking at what these new instructions do. By placing a period override at the end of the period... Huh, okay, weird. Repeat instructions, there we go. Create a sequence of instructions that will repeat the preceding set of instructions. Great, so I can, like, drop that there. Oh no, it would need to reset then. So... So if I have it go back that way... Okay. So that does change things. Yeah. That means maybe if I... So... Okay, I can't put it in like that. I wonder if there a... Whoop! Okay, I can delete, but... Alright, so I need to do... I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I... move this one more time, and that should be the cycle. Oh, perfect. Exactly what I needed. Alright. Once again, right in the average for everyone. It makes me feel okay. Can you make lead into gold? I can scarcely believe it. Well, at least it's finished with now. Like asking if a fish if it can swim. You're taking this remarkably poorly, Anataeus. I was expecting a challenge, that's all. Sounds like you want a chance to show off. I'm not sure I'd go that far. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, alright, lots of options. I guess we'll go to face powder. Have you seen the Lady Ventesson recently? A few days ago, why? Do you notice how pale her face is? Oh well, she's known for her pallor. Why, did someone ask you to do something about it? Armand himself did. It seems it's gotten worse lately. People are whispering about her health. That's unfortunate. The lady hasn't had an easy time of things. I'd hate to see her slandered on top of it all. Alright, so, making this. And I only have one elemental earth. Alright. Well, I'm going to need... What is this? Perfectly balanced in all aspects, the glove of equilibrium does nothing but remain where it is placed. Okay. Alright, well, I'll need this. I kind of need, like... I need, like, two things. I wonder... Okay, yeah, no, this would be pretty simple, right? Because I can just take this, and then I should be able to do everything with this one. If I, let's say, pick it up, then rotate, 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 and then drop it, and then go back the other way, 1, 2, 3, pick up again, 1, 2, and that should be the cycle. Oh, right, I need to actually merge them. Okay, so I'll do that, and then I should... I can just do this. Once that part's done... Oh, actually, once it's dropped... Oh no, it has to be here. So once it's dropped it, this guy can pick it up, rotate that way, and then pivot it that way. I wonder if I could actually have this doing some of the work. That would probably be more efficient. Yeah, that would have been a lot more efficient. Yeah, because like my cycles are really high. Alright, I'm gonna actually... I don't know if I'll always do this, but I'm gonna reset this and do it slightly differently. So if I put that there, then I can have... Alright, I essentially have to delete this. But we're gonna have one. One will pick it up, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and can reset. And this guy, after that picks up there, I can pick up here, rotate down 1. I have to wait for that to end, but then I can rotate down again, E, and what's the thing for resetting? C. Oop. No, it's trying to move it. Okay, do that. Oh, that's so much faster. Alright. Wow, that feels real good. That looks so nice. There we go, yeah. Same good average cost area, and actually really good on cycles. Alright, yeah, that felt much better. This should help with the lady's face. This should help the lady's face look less pale, though it's quite a superficial solution. Who can really say what troubles the Lady Ventesson? It's not for us to know. Have you ever heard her speak? She didn't say a word during the dinner I went to. I remember her speaking to me once or twice when I was a child. Odd. Just another one of the many Ventesson mysteries, I suppose. One gets used to them after a while. A mysterious house. Alright. Waterproof sealant. Do you know much about ships, Concordia? Our merchant fleet delivers goods from overseas about once a month. Why? Captain Geltast told me they used to have some kind of substance they put on the holes so they don't rot. I don't know anything about it. Have you ever been on a ship? I haven't, no. You? Not at all. It sounds ghastly, being tossed around on the sea, on the ocean, then getting eaten by sea monsters. I'm not sure all sea voyages are like that. Enough of them are. Alright. Glyph of multi-bonding. Create 3 bonds at once. Alright. I need to make this thing. Let's just pull that out there, and I'll need these. And then this. So... Alright, well it isn't in the same orientation, but... if I do something there... this guy should be able to, like, rotate... oh wait, and I can always just rotate this, so... a track would be useful here. Well, actually, I think if I do it back this way, then I can just rotate this around this way to drop it. Okay, so, in that case, this one needs to be the green. Whatever that is. Water. So I can actually have this go there. And then I can say, have this drop there, drop there. So, this is probably going to cost too much. Oh well, I don't care enough this time. Alright, so we need 2. We'll just pick up and rotate over. Actually, if I get rid of this guy, I can actually have 1 kind of control thing. So now, oh, it removed my commands. Alright, 1, do that, and go that way. I'll get you in there. And then I need 2 to, see, pick up, rotate, rotate, drop, rotate, rotate, pick up, rotate, drop. That should fill those 2 spots. And then I'll have this. Should just be able to have this guy then rotate once more that way. I think they can reset at that point. Whoops, what did I do? I forgot to pick this up after doing that. There we go. Yeah, I kind of need to pick up the components if I expect this to work at all. Alright, ooh, undercost. Cycles are okay, and area was fine. Alright, but yeah, I feel good about that one. With this sealant ready, the fleet should soon be ready to sail again and bring back, well, whatever it brings. They're loaded with all kinds of things. Cloth, pottery, minerals, mineral ores, rare herbs, strange stones, sometimes even animals. Sounds like a good business. I'm not sure. Those contracts were drawn up centuries ago. I doubt even Armin knows the details. That seems like not a great way to run business. Hangover cure. If I had known I was tasked with curing a hangover. Oh, I bet I know who asked you for that. It was Captain Gilt, wasn't it? How'd you guess? It would be good for him to be at least somewhat functional in the mornings. Yes, seems prudent for the head of security for the entire house to not be totally incapacitated on a regular basis. Let's not go too far. Alright, hangover cure. Product distilled water. Okay, so it's just water. And we only have 1 of these. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna need this. And something to bond with. I wonder... Alright, so... if I do something like that... that would mean I could then also do this guy. Push it up there. So essentially this guy can like grab this, push it up there, hold it until the other things are bonded on, and pull it back. Then I need to figure out how to bond it. Actually, it might be better to have you then rotate this way, because then I can actually just have arms here and here. I know, because I need to move them over across this thing. I'm trying to think of a very efficient way to do this, and I'm not sure. Alright, so we've got this. These guys need to put it over. Unless I controlled everything through this guy somehow. Oh, I can use tracks maybe. That might be a good way of doing things. Alright, so I could say drop that there. Oh, actually, yeah. So what I'm thinking... No, that won't work. I'm trying to do this with too few things, I think. I would say I should just... Alright, so we'll we'll pick it up, move it out. Have another one here. I know if I try to pick it up then from there, it won't go well. Alright, let's just get rid of these. Eventually, I could just have this rotate down to there if I do this right. That from there would rotate directly to there. Alright, so in that case, what's the best way? Alright, if I do that, and then put a track on here. Alright, so we can now have, so number 2 will pick up, then it will move towards the plus. Then at that point we can have this guy pick up, move towards the plus. So wait, we need to move towards the plus, then extend, drop, then retract, move towards the minus, pick up, move towards the plus, and then extend, and then that's the cycle for that one. So this guy, I need to have it pick up somewhere. I just need to make sure it doesn't get in the way of these other things. So if I have it pick up, there will be a thing moving across until it gets dropped. So if I have it pick up right here, and then I can have it extend, hold there until this cycle is done, and then it can rotate down that way and be done, I think. Yep. Alright, well, okay. My cost is high, my cycles are high, my area is high. Oh, well, I don't want to go back and do another one right now. Eventually I might come back and try and fix these, we'll see. There are days when I could use such a cure myself. Here, have some. What? This isn't for me, Antaeus. If you get caught. It's fine. There's a secret. My amazing hangover cure is water. I saw that. Alright, just plain water? Captain Gill has no idea. Apparently he loves it. Works wonders, he says. That's rather funny. Also, I'll never trust an alchemist again. You shouldn't. Alright, airship fuel. Captain Gelt asked for something to put in the Van Tassen airship. Apparently it's out of fuel? Oh, that old thing. First time I've heard someone say that old thing in reference to an airship. The last time I remember the airship actually in the air was the celebration for Frederick's birth. Clearly Frederick disappointed his grandfather so much they never took it out again. More likely it's simply been out of fuel this whole time. The whole time? Are you serious? After the old alchemist died, we had an interim one for a while who was not great. I'm glad I could replace them, since I'd like to think I'm competent. That's an interesting thing to form. All right. So I'll be needing these. And all right, so that's interesting with the binding. Because I'll probably actually need to do multiples of these, unless I can use a single one somehow. I might be able to actually, because I could like move those onto it, move it out of the way, move those on, and then, or just have them bound one at a time. So let's see. Tracks might work well for that, like a track and a piston arm. Also, I'll need one of these at least. Alright, so if I say, let's see, if we have that there, I can pull back. Let's get this track started. Alright. So I can say, let's get this going. Pick up, retract, and then minus. It'll get that there, so then we drop it. Let's see about this. That's not what I want. Oh god. Go away, track. Alright. Here we go. So that gets that up there. So then we move back towards positive. You know what, it's probably easier to just have this down here, so I can positive. Then pick up. Then negative. So what does that look like so far? Bonded those, moves it up. Alright. Oh, and then... Alright, well that's not what I need to happen. So, we got them bound. I just realized I need them actually hold then. If I want this shape to work. If I say do something with that, after that was dropped up there, this guy can pick it up once, so that gets that in there. We will have it drop. This guy can then retract one. Not that. Retract one. Let's see. Oop. Atoms and arm bases may not collide. Okay, so this will not work. Because I'm gonna need to move this up there eventually. Alright. So maybe I should just make these pieces separately. Combine them at the end. Alright, let's get rid of those things. Then, so in that case, Let's see this. I have that. Oh, right. So then I could say here with number 1 do pick up, and then rotate, 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 rotate back, drop, rotate, rotate, pick up, and rotate. Alright, so that gets, yeah, that would be your, and that would be your, oh no, that's not what I wanted, that one. That'll be your reset time. So that essentially creates one side of this. So then I could either have another one of these things doing the other one, and then I'll need to combine them. So this will be this is that, kind of looking like this. You need to combine them together at the end. Okay, so got this. I can say I could have like this guy here on a track. So then once this is ready, it grabs towards minus. That's there. So then if I have another binding thing here, actually move that there. So that moves over there. And then another minus. You reset, and then all I need to do is have essentially an upside down one of these working down here. Okay, I won't actually need 2 of those, so we can get rid of one of that. Then I've got to figure out this mechanism. And it needs to end up, oh, it's going to need to be moved also. Get onto this spot. Alright. This, we've got arm here, that there, and another one of these. This seems really inefficient. Oh well. Alright, so pick up, and then go 1, 2, 3, and back, and then drop, and then 1, 2, pick up, back, cycle. Gonna be spending so much. Yeah, this was not great. Let's do that, and then this guy just here, pick up, and then move towards the plus, and then you can actually end your thing there. Well, it works. It looks cool. It seems like it's probably very slow, very expensive, and taking up a bunch of area. Actually, it was very fast and not taking up much area. It was just a little overcosted. Huh. Alright, that's not bad. Simple enough. Now the Fantassin airship can take to the skies again. Sure, as long as we find someone to pilot it. Doesn't seem too complicated. How about me? You're an alchemist, not a pilot. Antaeus. Alright. How about Captain Gelt or Frederick? That's a disturbing thought. Maybe we should pretend the airship is still out of fuel. Alright, and precision machine oil. Oh dear, oh dear. What is it now? Apparently Armand arranged for Frederick to go on a date with a young lady from another house. Oh dear. And now I have to make some machine oil. You what? For the observatory. Frederick tried to take her there, but everything was rusted solid. Of course. Even better, Clara, the young lady, is from House Soria. He was probably hoping to prove our observatory is just as good as theirs. Oh, she must have been tremendously impressed all around. Alright. Making a thing here. Vision machine oil. What are those symbols? Tin, it looks like. So it's just one up from lead. But we only have one lead. Alright. So I'll need all of these things. Need this. Alright. So I think what I'll need here, I've been extending one here, that means it can grab this, move it there, and then get it into both of the spots eventually. This guy needs that. And then something to move that in. So then we can have one pick up, rotate that way. We also need two to pick up, rotate that way. Oh, these are the wrong things. Okay, right, I need to drop the key for this. Not telling me, hold on. Escape, alright. I can get my hotkeys down. Alright, so we need you to drop that. At which point we can probably continue this. Oh, that's the wrong one. Continue that rotating to there. Rotate one more. Extend and drop. Then, retract. Go back 3. Pick up another one. Rotate it over. Once that rotates over, we need this guy to have picked up, rotate back, and drop. So that can be the cycle. So this guy's went there. So then we can go one more, extend. That's the end there. And just somewhere in there, probably after I've dropped that one off, I don't know if that'll get in the, it shouldn't get in the way, so I can probably just do it right at the start. So I can do, pick it up, rotate, and that's it for you. Oh. Yeah, this guy needs to go back. There we go. Oh, duh. I didn't actually bond anything. That was a that was stupid. All right, so so this is all gonna change. Great. Okay. Okay, actually this makes it a lot easier and I can make it a lot smaller, I think. So I can, I'm gonna have to like delete everything I did. All right, so let's go to there. So this creates this, this creates the tin or whatever and drops it there. These need to be on the other side. Pull this off, right? So this 3 is going to need to pick up and go that way. We'll have you I think we're putting that on a track. can actually do that. So we will have 3 rotate there, drop, rotate again, pick up, move. Oh, no, this doesn't work because that's going to try and drop it there again. I need it to bond with the other ones. Alright, so I need it to like move over 1, but then still the right spot. Alright, so okay. Alright, this is how we do it. So this guy goes there, rotate, and rotate 1 more. Drops it in that spot. This guy then needs to be pick up, rotate 1. It can't do that quite yet. We need to wait till about there. You don't need to actually drop that then, though. So we can get rid of these. Rotates 1, then it moves towards the positive side, because those will have merged at that point, I believe. Let's just make sure about that. Yeah, alright. So it moves towards the positive side all the while, so that dropped it. Then it's going to go 1, 2, 3 back, pick up, and 1, 2, and that's the reset point for you. Meanwhile, this guy will need to do a pickup, that, and that's its reset. And once this has been dropped there, they are fused, so we can have this guy who's holding on right here to extend this 1 more space. We can then have this guy at this guy's reset go plus 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 and reset, I think. Oh, you did not reset. Alright, nope, went too far. Alright, well that means we can pull that down and remove 1 of those. Don't know how I miscounted those, but good. Alright, there we go. We got it. Yeah, forgetting to bond them is not gonna work. Alright. Great. Cost. Cycles were a little high. Oh well. That could have been worse. Alright, so... Well, Frederick stayed at the observatory ought to go better now. Maybe he and Clara could have a do-over. I don't think it works like that. Do you see any other choices? For Clara Soria? I believe House Colvin has a young man around Frederick's age. Well, that's what Armand is trying to prevent, no? Quite likely. Pity he has only Frederick to work with. One can only play the game with the pieces one has. I like the fact that I have not met these characters at all yet. We're kind of learning a little bit about them there. Alright, Sigmar's Garden. Oh, this is different. Seeing your transmutation engine in action is giving me fond memories of playing Sigmar's Garden. Sigmar's what? You never played Sigmar's Garden. I thought everyone knew this game. You put the marbles in a certain pattern and... Marbles? Isn't that what these are? They're elemental proxies, glass spheres that represent various types of atoms. So, marbles. Little glass spheres are commonly known as marbles. We never called them marbles. To anyone who's not a highly trained alchemist, that's what they are. Now why don't you give Sigmar's Garden a try? Fine, I suppose. Win 1 game to continue. Optional. Okay, how do I play? Okay, clearing marbles. Here it is. I was gonna say, like, are you not gonna teach me the rules at all? Your goal is to clear the board, select a free marble, then click a matching marble to remove them both from the board. Marble is only free if it has 3 contiguous empty spaces next to it. That's locked. That's free. All right. Luckily, spaces off the board count as empty. In matching combination. All right. The 4 cardinal elements match with others of the same type. Salt matches with any of the cardinal elements or with itself. Vitae and Moors will only match with their opposite. The metals match with Quicksilver, but only in the order of their transmutation from lead to gold. Wait. I don't understand this last one. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Okay. So... Wait, if I... Oh. Oh, wait, so I can, like... Oh, no, that's Vitae, so that goes to there. Then I can say, do that. That. Oh, and this is... that one, okay. I don't have any metals yet, so... okay, so these, I can say match those. But then I'll need to match more later. Alright, so then this needs to match. And I can match these. This. Might as well get some of these matches while I'm at it. I'm not sure. There's something that I don't know. That I don't quite understand about some of this. Oh, I see. These are the locked one. Wait, but shouldn't this be locked then? I don't know. Alright, match these guys. That now. So now I've got gold. What does gold match with? Oh, I can just click it. Alright. Fun, isn't it? I don't know. It was okay. This is not at all how alchemy works. The cardinal elements, for example. It's just an amusement, Anataeus. When we were children, we used to sneak in here and play it when the alchemist was away. What? You were totally unsupervised near the transmutation engine? We only use the marbles, Anataeus. Calm yourself. They're not marbles. They're representations of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. They're also little glass spheres. I'll flick one at you. Ah, stop it! You can't play with delicate equipment like this. They're far cheaper than the rest of your kit, you know, being that they're marbles. I'd still appreciate it if you didn't treat them so casually. Well, we did it for years. You really had no idea about Sigmar's Garden? Not at all. Why would the university bother to teach something so frivolous? Win 10 games to continue, optional. I don't want to win 10 games. All right. We're gonna pass that. I'd rather get back to the machine building. Do you know exactly how old Armand is? Both he and the lady are rather advanced in age, and Frederick is the only possible heir. As Armand's only surviving grandson, he would be difficult to oppose. There are some other claimants from distant branches of the family, but they're weak. What brought this on? Promise not to tell anyone, but I was asked to make a tonic that assists in regulating an irregular heartbeat. Oh, Armand, hopefully he's set up everything for an orderly succession of power after he's gone. Let's not get it too ahead of ourselves. I do intend to keep him healthy. Alright. Ooh. Guy's interesting. Which one is that? That is... Oh, no, that's just this thing. Oh, wait, so I just have this as a reagent. Okay. And this... Alright, never mind. This is a lot easier, though I still need to bond them. Alright, so... That shouldn't be that hard. Especially if I get these in the right shape, essentially. So, if I say have like this and that, those go in a second. So this guy will just drop there, drop there. Once that's ready, I need that to end up there. So if I say rotate this, that, I can have something that doesn't quite rotate it correctly, does it? To pick up there. There. So from there, rotates to there, and then I rotate this, that. So let's grab this out. Just need it to be there, right? Rotates there, there to there. I think that works. So we go 2, picks up, goes once that way. In the meantime, I need 1 to pick up, go that way, drop, back, pick up, go that way twice. That's a cycle. This picks up. Once those are all in, this guy then goes one more time that way and does that. Oh, that did not work. So you need to go twice that way. Whoop. And that means I need to like delay you 1. Oh, but then you're gonna go through there. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so I can't have you in there. I do this with an extending guy. Yeah. So I can have you... Oh, okay, no, that's still right. There and then over. Alright, stop. Reset. So you will need to pick up. And then once that's in place, extend out. Drop is that one. Then pull back. Rotate over. Extend out. And drop. Oh wait, and that's a reset. I think that's good. Oh, didn't pick it up. This. Extend out, drop, extend back. Need this. Up there. I think I need to move you guys up that way then. Yep. Alright. Alright, cost cycles and area all look with intolerances. Alright. There, that should do it. One healthy-ish patron for the House Van Tassen, as ordered. Long live the Patriarch Armand. Yeah, long live, I guess. You don't seem particularly enthusiastic. I do think it's good if he stays alive. After all, he pays for everything around here. You'd do well to show a little more appreciation for your house. Stamina potion. A little boost at the necessary time. What are you on about? A little boost at the necessary time is how he put it. Who put what? Armand is worried about Frederick. Rightly so, I would say. Particularly, he wonders if Frederick will be able to produce an heir. Oh. I'm to make him a potion that will give him a boost at the necessary time. I get it. That's not so unusual, really. Stamina potions have long been used for such purposes. It's not making it's the issue for me, it's thinking about it. You should know better than to use your imagination in cases like this. Great. Oh, this is a complicated one. Alright, looks like I'm turning lead into iron. Oh, and we've got this distilled water. Alright, so I'll be needing all of those. I'll be needing one of these. Alright, so... This is a complicated looking thing, isn't it? Alright, Wondering what the best way to fuse all these things together at the end is. Alright, so if so I'll need to get this in the middle, I'll need some sort of fusion. I think this guy's still the better one to go with. If I move this, let's see, I essentially need this to end up on that, get the iron there, and shift it over and get another one of those fused on there. That might be the best way to go. Alright, so get this onto here. I think I can go with something like that. Oh, I don't want these running into his stuff though. Alright, so I could essentially, with one, I could do a pickup and then rotate that way, pivot, and drop that off. That'll get that in the right spot. Alright. For this, if I do something, one of these, I could say, let's grab these because that'll need to get in there. So for this guy, we can, how far? Yeah, I can only extend that far. So we can have it, which one's this? 2. So pick up, rotate, wait for 2 cycles of this guy. So this guy's gonna have to pick up, rotate, drop, back, pick up, rotate. That's the end of that. So on this one is when it will have been good. So now at that point we'll need to extend it twice. And that's a reset for that guy, so okay. So that part's right. Then we need to get this guy. No, I didn't think about this. We need to get this guy over onto here. No, back onto this spot. Only after I like move some things. Alright. Unless, actually, if I create another one of these here, this guy will rotate to there, here. So, for example, once I do that, I can, that dropped it off there, I can then rotate back, pick it up, rotate, 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 pivot, drop that. Oop. One more rotation, it looks like. Yeah, right, it was 4. Alright, that drops that there. Actually, I think that's your ending spot. So then I just need to like move it over 1. I need to move both of them over 1, don't I? This would have actually been better to end up over there, probably. I can't easily do that with what I've got here. Alright, well, what if... No, that won't work. This again. So we're there. I need to like pull all of this. I have a thing that goes out, pulls it there, that would fuse them. Alright, so if I say have this guy here, then once we get to this point, you can pick up, retract, drop, move forward, pick up, retract. Whoop, that, not what I was trying to stick a So that'll fuse them together, right? Whoop, you're... Oh. Because... Well, I guess I just... Oh, because it's based off of how long they'll take. Alright, so... Just move these up here for now. What? Oh, because now they don't have drops on them. Alright. Alright, so we fuse that. And how do I get it where I need it? Alright. Well, if I put this guy on a little bit of a track, we can then have him... that. We can have you move towards the positive side, so I'll get you over there. And then... Oh, right, and then rotate up that way. I don't think I've got this right yet. There. Ooh, almost. Alright. So after you do that, I need you to go out, then your reset can happen. See, this is probably very inefficient, but it works. Alright. We'll see how badly this does compared to everything else. Yeah, I'm wasting so much time with how I've set that up. That's unfortunate. Alright. We got it. Yeah, cost is high, cycles are high, areas are high. Nothing's looking good there. Oh well. I hope Frederick enjoys that potion. Ugh. Armin must believe Frederick's marriage is close at hand. Really? Really? Will it be the young lady from House Soria? I was just speculating. How exciting! The city would celebrate for days the union of House Van Tassen and House Soria. As provisioner, you'd have a lot of work to do. Yes, but it would be for a wedding. It would be quite fun. You arrange the party in the streets. I arrange the party in the sheets. Oh dear. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yes, well. Alright. Active aggression. That's when I decided we needed to re-inventory everything in the building. You should have seen the look on Armin's face. Anateus, are you paying attention? That answers the question. What? You're moping. I'm not moping. I'm merely moodily dejected. And what is the great alchemist of House Van Tassen so moodily dejected? Nothing. I mean, I'm thinking about why I'm here. You're here because you're our alchemist. I mean in the larger sense. The alchemist is here, isn't he? Ooh, Captain Gelt, got a new guy. Captain Gelt, what can I do for you? Your presence is required in the main hall. It's a matter of some urgency. What happened? An aggressive move from another house has taken us by surprise. We need to respond immediately. My alchemy is at your disposal. You almost sound excited. I am. I am. Finally, something significant is happening. Alright, on to Act 2. Textbook page. Preface. Alchemy is the highest art. Its practitioners guide the course of humanity. Throughout the ages, alchemists have steered society, advised kings and queens, and otherwise shaped the world around them. By choosing to dedicate your life to the study of alchemical engineering, you have taken the first step toward becoming a steward of this supreme knowledge and a guardian of its illustrious history. House Colvin? That's unfortunate. I will have to lodge a formal protest. Shall I begin developing weapons for a counterattack? Something like a flame grenade with... I doubt that will be necessary. It's not uncommon for houses to renegotiate territories this way. But they've taken over multiple buildings of ours without any resistance. They'll stop pushing forward soon and attempt to reinforce the new borders. That's how it goes with this sort of thing. We should push back at least a little bit. We wouldn't want to look weak after all. I'll execute a limited rearguard action with forces stationed in the area. That's all? Listen, House Colvin doesn't want a full-on battle any more than we do. We'll trade a few streets, and that should be the end of it. I believe young Taros Colvin is the head of that family now. Likely he is keen to test our response. I will send a message to him, and we'll settle this like honorable houses. Taros, he was a bright boy. Yes, I'm sure he'll listen to reason. We'll see about that. Seymour's Garden. Oh, it wants me to play more. Alright, nope. Let's go for the hair product. This is not the best use of my time. The Patriarch has personally requested it. That doesn't change anything. As heir, Frederick must make a public appearance in the battle, otherwise it may be a problem for the family's honor. I get that part. It's the part about his hair needing to be styled perfectly that I don't understand. This is war. Precisely, that's why his hair gel needs to be extra strong. Do you even understand what I'm saying right now? This is how the houses work, Anataeus. The way things look is very important. Maybe even more important than the way things are. I'm starting to learn that, yes. Alright. Hair product with a bunch of elemental earth. Alright. I kind of just want to do... Well, let's see. I should get multiple things going. There's something like this. To merge things at the very end, probably. Alright, so... Let's see. If I say move this down, have another one that does the same thing. Then, once I've got these... Let's see, let's have the first one pick up. We need to rotate that way, drop, back, pick up, rotate. So that creates the first one. And then, ooh, I'll have a little half. Probably not where I need it. Let's see, so we can have this guy pick this up. Oh yeah, I can like rotate it or pivot it. So after that's in, we'll have 3 pivot, move down, and then if I have one of these here, I can do the same, a similar thing on this side. So 2 kind of needs to be doing the opposite of the other one, right? And they need to be slightly off sync. So it'll be pick up, that, drop, drop, back, pick up, and go there. Oh yeah, these will be their recycles. Oh, I put all this into 4. Let's move that up to there. Oop. Oh. Okay. Oh, Z is my delete. Alright. Wait, if I... Just need to move this reset. They're out of the way. Whoop. Wait. You... Oh, because you never picked it up. Alright, so pick it up. Because I need a drop. Alright. so we got that part down, so then this guy needs to probably also be offset too, so we'll do that. Pivot other direction, and go towards the plus. Alright, so we got that there. So then if I just, say, extend that some more and drop that there, I can then have this guy go that, your reset. Your reset happen there. Oh, you needed to do a drop. Whoops. Timing, oops, stop. Timing is slightly off on those. This guy needs to be there, I think. Oh, then you hit that. So let's actually have this guy then do a minus right there. Nope. Oh, because it needs a drop. You know what? Let's just move that on top of there. Delete that. Just the reset and just put this up one more. I think that works. Nope. One more. To make sure that guy's out of the way first. There we go. Okay, that looks nice. Whew, my cost is high. Alright. My cycles are good and my area is not good. Alright, well that was not apparently the way I should do it. This ought to keep Frederick's hair solidly in place even if he wanders into a cyclone. Excellent. I'll have this sent to his personal staff immediately. Here's hoping his well-styled hair helps him in the battle. He won't enter the fight. That would be madness. He just needs to be out in the street for a little while so people see him. Will he make a speech or something? Probably best if he doesn't. He will hold up his sword. That should be enough to inspire the soldiers. I'll take your word for it. Oh, rocket propellant. Shouldn't they have stayed their attack by now? Perhaps they need a little more prompting. I had the rockets brought out of brought out of storage, but much of the propellant has leaked away. When was the last time they were used? Long before either of you were born. Well, it's no problem. I'll just make a new propellant. I'm certain that'll be more powerful than what you had before anyway. Aren't we sanguine today? Alright. Ooh. Okay. That definitely needs some salt. Alright, and interesting binding. Once again, we've got some similar looking pieces here. What would happen? Alright, so have this. Alright, so for here I could do something like pick up, move towards minus, extend, drop, move towards plus, retract, pick up, extend, and drop. So that gets a piece here. So that's essentially this section. Then, if I have, say, that over there, okay, how far does this extend? Not far enough. Alright. Well, if I have another piece, actually, that's doing the grabbing, so Then we'll take that. So once that's dropped, you will pick it up and pull it back. Tract. Oh, because I didn't give you a command yet. Let's actually, so wait, if I then pull you back, we're ready to start making another one, which could be used for that part up there. So let's actually, yeah, let's have you do a repeat there. I don't know if that'll be the right spot to put it. This might be where I want like a, well, if I just do like something like that, automatically puts in the blank ones. Alright, so we'll need another fire in there. So while you're building that, it's going to end up not facing the right way though. While you're doing that, I'll have something with this. So this pulled it all the way to there. Once that happens, I can rotate this guy in. Whoop. Yeah, because I can have him pick up there, rotate in, drop off. Got that. Then have this combine in. I'm gonna have this second piece here. It's going to need, so I'm gonna want to get this out of the way, I think. Let's actually make a retractable arm here, all the way down there. So then once those pieces are in place, drop there, want to drop there. Once those guys drop it, this guy will pick it up. Let's just have him retract a bit for now. Alright. That gets the second thing done there. Okay. So at that point, I need to merge that on facing the opposite direction. So I'll want to say rotate it around. So it'll be finished being created right there. Is that right? I think so. Oh, actually it's finished created right there. So we can have this guy pick it up with that and like rotate it twice. Let's see where that ends up. It ends up hitting that. Let's actually first pivot it. Actually pivoting, if I have it just pivot twice, that might be in the right spot. So will it be able to is a question. It's one more pivot, alright. Pivot it there. If I put them merging there. We got that, alright. So at this point, it's created a correct item. And if it'll be holding on to the thing there. Let's have it just do a rotation. That's the wrong thing. Do a rotation. not quite enough. Alright, what if I stop that? If I rotate one more time, have this like that right there, I believe. Alright, well, that completes it. Man, that cost is probably really high. This seems really inefficient using just this for just that one little thing. Yeah, cost is high. Cycles are okay. Area was high. I'm eager to see how the rockets perform. Din and smoke is always quite a sight. A rocket barrage should give them a good fright. I hope it convinces them to stop advancing. Oh yes, they'll regret not stopping earlier. It's taken us long enough to organize this response. But now that we have, the full might of House Van Tassen will bear down on them. This will put a stop to their advance. List of incapacitation. Wait, the airship dock is lost now too? I thought we were pushing them back. It seems they're moving quite fast, faster than we anticipated. This is absurd. Don't we outnumber them? We do, but... If this keeps happening, won't we lose the war? Come now, it's hardly a war. Then what is it? I've explained it. It's best understood as, say, a kind of diplomacy. This is absurd. I'll do it then. I'll ensure that House Colvin regrets every building they take. Alright. Ooh, okay, so I gotta build 2 different things. Alright, so I'll be needing all these. You just need that. You need... Is that tin? Yeah, that's tin. So just 1 up. Alright. And we'll need at least at least one of those. Probably 2 actually. So let's see. Essentially, I need this to go kind of back and forth. So one will need to go pick up, over, drop, back over, pick up, over, drop, back is its cycle. Alright. That's not actually going into there. That's going to be getting into one of these. We'll then place it into this one. For this other one, we need something. Alright, this is going to need to going there, so this will go that, rotate. Oh. The right button, alright. That's right. For this other one, this guy will go pick up that way, drop, back, pick up, rotate once that way, drop. So that'll end it up there. I can do this, that this guy can also then move that into there and drop. Oh, this is supposed to be a drop. No? Oh, it's trying to pick them up and move them again because I don't have any resets. Alright, so I've created the two things by this point. So I just need things to move them out. This actually could be your reset. Alright. That's got resets there. So then, for this one, let's do that. Have 4, pick up, rotate, reset. For this one, so it'll be blue and that. Can have this. It's not right. Oh yeah, this should work, right? Because then I can have this guy. At that point, this guy can pick up, rotate, reset. Yep. What's the problem? You hit against that when you try to rotate. Okay. Problem. What if I change this? Be like that. And I can just have this guy when he needs to grip, pull, reset. There we go. Didn't do great once again with those numbers. These files contain a vapor that makes areas inaccessible for a time. A mist of poison. It won't be fatal. Not very honorable. I doubt Armand would be pleased. Do you have better ideas? We've been struggling to catch up this whole time. Nonsense. We're making a good show of our defense while we wait for House Colvin to respond to our message. A truce will be negotiated soon enough. Won't the terms be more favorable if we push back harder? The terms will be favorable either way. Armand is a master negotiator. It's how he built this house into what it is today. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's working that well, though. I've got an idea for a new weapon, something simple that even the house staff could use. The staff, those who have been bestowed a sword, certainly shouldn't be given any other weapon. Oh, those who haven't been bestowed a sword shouldn't be given any other weapon. What if House Colvin didn't stand down? What if our soldiers can't hold the line against them? You are being foolish. A message will arrive any moment now. You keep saying that, and yet... Besides, if there is fighting indoors, the damage to the property would be extremely unfortunate. If Colvin breached the perimeter, won't the consequences be much worse? Alright, making an explosive file. Ooh, glyph of triplex bonding. Creates 3 separate types of bonds between fire atoms that, when overlaid, become a triplex bond. What? Oh, so I've need... Okay. That's interesting. Needing these, right? Needing that. Huh. So... Show me that again. Odd. Alright. So what we need to create this, probably be 2 of these. And what they do is we have 1 pick up, rotate. We have 2 pick up, rotate, drop. Wrong one. Keep pressing the wrong hotkey. Alright. So you rotate wait until that one's in place. Then you can do that. Just gonna drop the cycles there so that. Wait, what? Why didn't? Okay, those bonded. So why didn't that one? Oh, because I had it drop. I don't actually want you to drop those. Alright. So then you will rotate it that way. Oh, that's why I need you to drop it then. Oh. To actually pick it up. Alright. So that's got the bond there that it needs. Then I can have this guy say rotate one more. Would bring it over to there so that if they bond here, it'll be almost ready for this. We can have, say, something like that. This guy will go pick up, rotate, wait for this to rotate one more time. A little too fast. Right, because this is gonna be your reset time. Oh, this guy's the one. Alright, well, it's still fine. What? Oh, because you didn't... Oh, you don't have a reset. Alright, so we need a reset there. Actually, rid of this. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. I keep making stupid mistakes with bonding, but other than that, it's been going pretty well. We'll see as more complicated stuff comes up. There, a file of fire, able to be thrown by anyone, even those with no training. I can't imagine the captain enjoying that thought. Oh no, he absolutely hates the idea. Then why pursue it? Shouldn't we take every measure possible to ensure our victory? Are you sure this improves our chances? I don't know, maybe not. I feel like I have to try everything. You're very enthusiastic, at least. Alright. Oh, great. Taros, Colvin, Master of House Colvin, would like you to know that he will be pursuing the campaign against until your unconditional surrender is received. For years, House Colvin has watched House Van Tassen reap the benefits of its standing without justly earning it, and Master Colvin, in his wisdom, has decided this arrogance has gone on long enough. Light your beacon green to signal your surrender. Then we will negotiate. Captain, what are you doing in that ancient armor? Isn't it obvious? I must lay down my life in battle. I have to take responsibility for this situation somehow. That's such an old set. We should get you something more up to date from the armory. No, no. If I must be seen on the streets, I want to look like the heroes of old. The first rocket would be your end. If you insist on this set, let me at least reinforce it with some armor filament. Alright. Okay, some products repeat infinitely and must be constructed as a single chain. That's interesting. Alright. Oh. Okay. Dealing with that. And let's see, what is that at? That is iron, so two times in the thing. Alright, so pull this up there. And I'll need something to merge them. So I'm assuming I'll probably just want that sticking there. Probably using a track here somehow. So if I say have this on a track. then I can have this doing this guy over there. Alright, so for this to work, we need 3 to do a pickup, 3 to move over there, drop, and back, pick up, move, and that's a full cycle. So then we need 2, do a pickup, rotate, wait until this has been dropped, and you can do another rotate and reset. And then once that's reset, we can have 1 pick it up, move over 1 space, reset. I think that's, whoop, I used the wrong one again. Alright, that's my biggest mistake, is always clicking pivots instead of rewind, instead of the things. Alright, there we go. That looks right. I guess every 2 is where the product's counting up. Alright. Ooh, I actually got pretty good compared to other people there. I'm happy with that. There may be hope yet. Perhaps I will single-handedly turn the tide of battle. Good job with that. Good luck at that, Guild. I suppose anything is possible. What circumstances? A total offensive like this hasn't happened in generations, centuries. And yet here we are. I swore to defend House Van Tassen for life. I thought that would be a very long time. No matter what happens, you will be remembered, Captain. Alright. A courage potion. Perhaps the Colvin message was mistaken. I wouldn't assume that it was. It could still be retracted, an error by a scribe or page, the wrong letter sent. I'm sorry to say I think that rather unlikely. Stay here a little while longer, Captain. I'll make you a potion of courage, something to inflame your blood with the fighting spirit. Thank you, Anateus. That's very kind of you. Alright. Ooh, interesting. So we need 2 salts. We've got that. We got this. Alright. Probably want to do it in there, because then that'll make an easy move. Definitely gonna need at least 1 of these. So I think to make this the most efficient, we'd want 1 salt in the center coming from this, and 1 salt in the side coming from that. So I could say do something like... Retractable ones might make this easier, but let's see. Actually, if I do this, I can get that into position, that into position. And then for this one, if I have this, if I do it fast enough, I can actually get that one there and there. So the order here would be, I want 2 to pick up, rotate, rotate, drop, go back, back, pick up, back, 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 and dropping there, so that'll actually be its reset. And for this one, I'll probably want it to go the other direction, so we can pick up, go there, there, drop that, back, back, pick up, over, over. I think that gets that. Whoop. What did I do? I did the same thing I always do. I messed these up. Alright. Oh, look at that. Alright. Then I just need to get this onto, say, that thing. So, what's the best way to do that? Probably just a rotate, right? I just have that. Oh no, rotate won't work because of how they're positioned. So if I have one of these guys, we just have it there. Once those are both in position, we have it pick up and then retract twice. Good. That looks great. feel like that's pretty efficient. Could be wrong, but it just looks nice and clean. Yeah, there we go. Cost cycles. And area is even a little below. Alright, yep. Do you think the courage potion will work? It seems difficult to contradict the habits of a lifetime. It will after a fashion. The potion I gave him is mostly alcohol. Glad to see you haven't lost your willingness to toy with the poor captain even in these dire straits. It's not toying. Not this time. If honor demands that he lay down his life, I want him to feel comfortable, at least, and most like himself. That's touching in an odd sort of way. Ooh, a hastily written note. My lord, the enemy is upon us. I must now enter the fray myself. It has been an honor, the highest honor, to serve you for almost 50 years. If I had 100 lives, I would give them all, but I'm sorry I have just one. Captain Ernst Gelt. Aw. Oh, surrender flare. Great. That's the end of it. Gelt made his sacrifice, the soldiers are fleeing, and I have word from Armand himself that we're to change the signal light in the tower to pale green. Armand is better at treaties than he is at battles. There's hope yet after the surrender. I hate this. I did everything I could. If it hadn't been for Captain Gelt's tepid strategies, and Armand's stubborn insistence on keeping honor, and Frederick's inability to do anything, but the future remains to be seen. We were defeated so easily. I can't believe this. I got here just a few months ago, and the first major event is our surrender to another house. I've been here my whole life and have never witnessed something like this. Alright. Well, guess we're making a surrender flag. The glyph of unbonding eliminates the bond between two atoms. Alright, good. I was wondering when this was going to come up. Oh, God. Okay, so... need that. Give that and that. Okay. So this is... turning iron to copper. 1 tick of salt. Not salt. Quicksilver. Alright, so... So essentially I need to extract that. And then eventually rebond it. Interesting. Need that. Need this. Huh. Okay, so we'll need to essentially move it down onto the... to unbind things. I should be able to unbind a single salt. Move that onto this. Alright, so... well, let's see how this goes. So for there, I can say pull this. So one will pick up, retract. That unbinds. Alright. Then let's have this do it. So we can unattach that, push up 1, pick it up, push up 1. So that should get that, get that up to there. At that point, we will rotate this down. Where's that going to end up? Right here. Oh god, another one of them is going to be here. Alright, that'll end up there. I'll probably want to pull it down actually, because otherwise this isn't going to work. Alright, so stop that. Of this. Let's have this guy pick him up. Rotate 3 times there, drop it off, rotate back. Okay, so at that point, once that's rotated in, we can pull this in. You see... yeah, so we got that at this point. So then we can have this guy, so it pulled it in. We will release it. We'll have you rotate back there, pick that up, rotate it in. No, that's not actually going to do what I want it to do, will it? Oh, you need to pull in one. Okay, so it does get that in there, but we need to bind it. Okay, so let's recreate a binding thing over here. So actually what we'll have happen is we won't have you drop it. We pull you in, then we push you out again, rotate you one more that way, and drop. That ends up on that spot, right? Yeah. Then, once you're over there, we will rotate you back twice, pull you in, pick up, rotate out, or yeah, push out, go that way. Need it to get pulled in again. I think that is. Got collided. Okay. That's not gonna work quite right. Let me change up how this works. I'm gonna keep that there, get rid of that, and put one of these guys in here. This will instead pick up, extend, drop, retract. Oh, I need to then also stop this. I don't want this to extend out until after the rotations. Alright. Awesome. So I've got that much. And I just need to get it onto this thing. Which should be able to do something simple like this. Let's see, so you're going to be like that. Put you once there. Let's have you rotate twice, actually. So once we've got it to that point, 3, we'll need to do that, or pick up that, reset. It's probably taking up too much space. Oh, darn it. Alright, well, we'll just switch the sides. You're there. Oh, actually, if I just do it there, that works, right? And then I only need one rotation. Wasn't thinking. Forgot this isn't going to block space or anything. There we go. This looks like it's probably too big. It should be maybe it is costly, actually. That's a lot of extenders. Not sure. Nope, cost was pretty good. Cycles was a little high. Area wasn't bad. I was expecting area to be worse. So what's supposed to happen now? I'm not sure. We have negotiations? Useless. Negotiations aren't useless. No, I mean I'm useless. What good is my skill if I couldn't change anything? Why did I go through the trouble? Now's not the time for a big philosophical, soul-searching reverie. You're right, of course. And a message. Ha! Weaklings, you were right, Varen. Nothing to be afraid of after all. As I expected. House Van Tassen strayed from the path for too long, and we were the agents of correction. Now all that remains is to negotiate the terms, not that they have much of a bargaining position. Negotiations are boring. They're still necessary. What if we just killed them all? That strikes me as a little extreme. I hate the idea of this ancient weak family hanging around even after we've won. They'll stick around begging for our scraps, waxing on about the old days. It poses a risk, and you told me yourself, Aaron, that the old ways were due for a change. I did, yes. You're not afraid, are you? Easy enough for you to propose the idea of attacking, but when it comes time to follow all the way through... I'm absolutely not afraid. If you believe eliminating the Van Tassen line is the right choice, then I will follow. Varen, you consider yourself clever, but just because you're the House Alchemist doesn't mean you can place your ideas over mine. Understand? Of course, Taros. Follow me. I should have picked better voices for that. Alright, into Chapter 3. What time is it? I can go for a bit more. Certificate of Licensure, Annotatus via. Pursuant to the Second Imperial Law concerning alchemy and duly promulgated amendments, the Imperial Alchemists Guild hereby issues a license for the practice of alchemical engineering to the above personage in the service of the stated August House. I wish we had gone back. It was clear there was no choice for us. How I wish it could have, though. If at least Frederick had survived, there would be some small hope for the Van Tassen line could continue. It's not too late for that. We should be thinking about what to do next. There's nothing next, don't you understand? Nobody will want to risk dealing with us. We'll live the rest of our miserable lives in hiding. I should have gone back and died with them. Concordia. Aren't you mad too? Mad? I don't know. I'm not sure we deserve anything else after how poorly I defended the house. My career as an alchemist is in ruins. What a worthless pursuit this has turned out to be. Maybe it would be better to forget it all. Listen, Annotatus, do what you want, but I know the only next step for me is revenge. I don't know how I'll achieve it, but that's the purpose of my life now. Is there another of the way of the houses? Is that another of the ways of the houses? Honor, treachery, swearing revenge? No, this is about me wanting to put a dagger through the heart of those Colvin wretches. How could they be so heartless? Concordia. I'm going to step outside. I know it's dangerous, but I need to take a very long walk. Wait, Concordia. What? I was just going to say that, well, whatever it is we decide to do, we'll definitely need supplies for the transmutation engine first. I'll come with you. Alright, I'll skip over the Sigmar's Garden. Alcohol separation. Before you ask, no, this gin is not because I'm taking things poorly. It's for alchemy. I wasn't about to ask. It's a rather brilliant scheme, actually. I'm going to isolate individual elements from the alcohol. It's essentially the reverse of the process I used earlier when... Annotatus? Yes? Don't ever give up alchemy. Alright. Okay, by using Van Berlo's wheel with the glyph of duplication, neutral salt can be turned into any of the 4 cardinal elements. Because it is typically only used if an alchemist cannot otherwise access one or more of the 4 cardinal elements, Van Berlo's wheel is sometimes called the alchemist's last hope. Interesting. Alright, so definitely need that. Probably need something to make salt. We got the glyph of duplication. Okay, so I'm trying to make a bunch of different things. I probably actually won't need to turn into salt because I've got this. Alright, so... So, how did that work? It's on that. Okay, so if I say have that there, let's actually turn this. So like that will duplicate this thing. Alright, because it's not a thing. Alright, so I'll need one of these, essentially turning the salt into what I need. Oh, I actually have... That is that. Okay, so I'm going to be needing to separate things too. Okay, got it. Alright, so... One of these at least. Alright. get rid of that for now until I figure out what all needs to be there. So I'll be needing to create those out of the salt. So let's do... Alright, so I've got this. Let's just start from a basic area. So we've got this, move these out of the way. If I take 2, pick up, rotate 1 that way, breaks them. Alright. So then, that'll get me this fire that I need. I'm just gonna keep you, so I think I'll just kind of have that rotate around, hit that, and drop the fire off. Once that's there, I can have a piece like this. Oh, that's gonna actually, nope, yeah, that's gonna collide. So then probably if I have 3, attempt to just pivot, it's gonna fail. Drop a couple of these down there. No. Great, because it's... Oh, yep, you never picked it up. Alright. Wait, why didn't that work? Pick that up. Try moving it 1 over, see if that helps anything. There we go. Alright, so we broke those. Now I need to get this out of the way, probably. So let's just go with... that. So once it's rotated to there, we can have you pick it up. Alright. And then you can pull it twice. Nope. Right. That's good. Then we'll actually have you probably rotate twice more. Perfect. That gets all those pieces into different areas. Let me see, does anything go through this? But yeah, stuff goes through that spot. So, if I say drop this here, drop another one of these here. Once this whole chain is done, I can have that pick up, pull twice. We need all these up there more. Alright. Drop 4. Oh wait, no, it's 3 that needs to drop it, not 4 right now. Go. So, yeah, now I just need to get those things to correct spots. If I drop that there, have this guy come up this way. That's probably not the right spot to have these things in, but get that. So then I can have another one of these. So then this guy, so it's going to pull it twice and drop it. And then I need 6 once that's dropped to pick it up. Pull it twice. Drop it. Go back out. That'll get back to there. Well, meanwhile, this guy, hold it in. Oh no, 5. What's 5? 5's this thing. You're just gonna reset at some point. Put you there. It is 4 that will do that. Drop it. Extend back out. Pick up. Pull back in. Drop. All right. Then 1 after this spot. So on this spot, then we need to start. Oh wait. When does 6 pick it up? 6 picks it up there, moves it there. So at this point, we'll need to. That's how I move it. Do that. Okay, that's right. So this extends back out, picks up, and pulls 1. So then your reset is there. You guys can reset. Oh. Nope. Messed something up. Okay, let's look up here. That's where the mistake was. Not that. Pull it in, drop it off. Oh. You can't reset yet. Alright. That's pretty much all it comes down to. There we go. Oh man, that's really satisfying to watch. So cool. Alright. Cost was high, cycles and area were good. Oh well. This is definitely doing things the hard way, but oddly, it's kind of fun. Good thing there's plenty of cheap alcohol to be found around here. Unfortunately, alcohol only gets us part of the way. We need base metals too. Securing a large quantity of metal without raising questions, that'll be far more difficult. We'll have to come up with some kind of plan. I have some ideas. Cordia, good job. What are you gonna... Oh, water purifier. Is that a glass of water from the river? How'd you guess? That lovely gray color was the giveaway. You weren't going to drink it, were you? We're going to need water if we're to remain here for the time being. I know you've never been in this part of the city before, but really, look at that. Right, well, then I'll fix it. Alright, so, looking for... Okay, so this is purified water. Or product water purifier. Alright, so I've got this, this. I'll definitely need that. I was expecting it to be something combined together. So wait, oh, this is, yeah, elemental water and elemental air. Alright, so. I'll need a lot of combining of things. Have this. Honestly, once if I can get that in the center and a bunch of salt around it. Okay, so. Something like this. So like this could pick up, forward, forward, drop. Get it right in the center. And then I was just thinking this might actually be easier getting salt on there from the other way. Alright, well, this guy at least can help me make salt, so this is somewhere up here. Thinking a track might be useful on this one. just trying to figure out how I get the salt on things, because I'll need to essentially... I actually don't think I want this to rotate to do that there, because I'm going to want to essentially... I'm going to hold this and have it pivot at some point. Once we've gotten the salt fused in, so that I can get more salt in there. So... okay. Well... no. Actually, maybe yes. If this is there, or that's been picked up, you can do a pickup. And then... oh, wait, I could just have this rotate a bunch. That's not what I wanted. Salt there. So essentially... ooh, this is... yeah, actually, this is so much better. Alright, hold on. So I can do something like... just having... this, and this guy can just say pick up, rotate, drop, and then I just do that a bunch. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's essentially... then... am I trying to move it a second time? Drop. Oh, duh. Need to... oh, not that one. That one. There we go. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so then, essentially right before each of these, do one of these guys. Alright, actually I don't think we need that last one. That's when we can have this guy do his reset. Right? No, he needs to rotate it one more time. Alright, so you rotate one more time, then do your reset. You start your reset there, and once he has rotated that, we can have a final thing. Build all of that. Be like this guy. We can just pick up and rotate in. There we go. Glad I thought about doing the salt that way rather than some real complicated thing. Might have been an even easier way, but alright. Cost was a little high. Cycles were low, though. That's good. And area was nice. Alright. There, care for a sip? Why doesn't the great alchemist sample his own work? Because I'm sure it's right. What a coincidence. I'm sure it's right, too. You're no fun at all. Well, here I go. Well? It's fine. Water, slightly sour. Sour? Somewhat bitter, too. It'll have to do for now. I'm going to get back to work. Do we have a deal? An intriguing proposition. But the old Van Tassen compound is far more difficult to get into now that Colvin occupies it. Their guards are far more vigilant. Believe me, we know. Concordia and I barely escaped with our lives. Just get me inside. I can take it from there. It's a little more complicated than that. The item we need isn't something you can carry on your person. It's a shipment. Specifically, a shipment of lead ore. I see. I'll supply you with a shipping order, but it needs a seal. You'll have to find a real order and take the seal from it. Okay, and I suppose I'll impersonate a supply officer and simply take the shipment down the river to you. Exactly. That's somewhat more fanciful than I expected. On the contrary, it's quite as feasible as they come. Practically a walk in the park for someone of your caliber, right? And don't forget, we'll supply you with the best equipment you'll find anywhere. If I'm to make you this gold, I'll need the lead. That's how alchemy works, after all. Gold, yes, I do like a bit of gold. Pull this off and you'll have more than just a bit, I promise you. Okay, so we'll need seal solvent, climbing rope fiber, warming tonic, life-sensing posing, very dark thread. Alright, seal solvent. Affixing the seals to orders and invoices was always such a chore. The thought of undoing one is a little thrilling. Yes, what a bold and daring rebel you are now. The seals are complex, but the glue isn't, a weak point in the system. Surprising that hadn't been taken advantage of before. Maybe it has. The Van Tassen stocks were never very closely tracked. Armand didn't care much for details, I'm sorry to say. If nobody misses it, is it really stealing? Spare me the philosophizing, please. Alright. Ooh. Interesting. Alright, this guy needs to be tin, so just one level up. These are the interesting part. But I can see something that could work kind of well here. So, for example, let's see, if we start up there, so I'll need one of those, I'll need one of these, I'll need this. So essentially, this guy rotating a couple of times gets me it, and if I put that over there, it means one can essentially pick up, rotate, back. Oop, before I go back, I'll need to drop that. There we go, and pick up, rotate. That should be, oh, darn it. Once again. Yeah, alright. Actually, this part will just be repeated. That'll get me to these parts, and I just need to fuse this onto it. But at that point, I should pivot that. Let's see. This guy will go pick up, rotate, drop, rotate, pick up, rotate, drop. That create, oop, going the wrong way. Yeah, I need to go that way, so those, that'll be the opposite, alright. Alright, so then it will create that there. So when this is ready, have you, no, this is the last one, pick up, then rotate, I think. This one cannot be a complete copy. That's the problem. Right. Select. Darn it. Alright, guess I'm not gonna get to do selecting, so we'll do that, that. We don't want you to drop, actually. We just want you to do this. Actually gonna be there. Start that right there. And actually we'll need another rotate, so let's do that. Those are... That's the right stuff. Have you drop that. Actually, no, let's have you drop it. You rotate one more time. Which will make it go that, I believe. Oh. Yes, but then I need to do that and that. This. Be a lot of dead time here, but I don't think I could really improve it. At least not without a lot more cost. Ooh, wow, look at that cost. Alright, oh, and Cycles is actually average. Aereo's a little big. Man, oh man, that's a great cost. Alright. Seems a solvent like this would have applications well outside the specific mission we've discussed. You can keep it. Wait, you're sure? I'm not planning a life of crime. Just the one crime. One or two. Once you start down the road, it's hard to go back. Not that I've tried. Oh, nils. Alright. So, alright, keeping looking at the time. Don't want to stay up too late, but let's do at least one more. This is vexing. Were we still at House Fantastic, I could supply you immediately with any length of rope. And in a variety of widths and colors, too. I hardly need anything so extravagant. I can make something better anyway. You don't need to create everything, Anataeus. No, it's fine. I have an idea for how the fiber should work. It's possible the alchemist is rather enjoying himself. Alright. Ooh, yeah. Oh, okay. It's an infinite set. Got it. And I only get one reagent to work with. Alright, so I'll definitely be needing some of this. I'll be needing some of this. Alright. Okay, this is a little... Gotta think about this one for a second. So I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna need the thing to like pull it along. Which will probably actually be one of these guys on a track. That seems like it'll be the right move. Because let's see. I can have the bonding like this. So then, just need to figure out when it turns into salt is really the question. Because I can't have this go over that every time. Alright, well actually though, what if I just did... Oh, that might be easier. If I did something like... this, that there, and then have the salt be there and there. That way, we can do this. So we can pick up, rotate, drop. Oh, that's not drop, drop. And back. And that drops it. You pick it up. Pull. You pick up, rotate, drop. That's dropped. I don't know if I can pull right at that time. Let's test that. Okay, yeah, I can. Then you can once again rotate back, pick up, rotate, and then that's your cycle. So once you rotate is when this guy moves towards minus, and cycle. Whoop, nope, alright. You'll need to wait one more. Oh, that just crashes it. Okay. Oh, wait, we can do it now. I would say that thing they talked about, actually move that off. That. So essentially, yeah, oh, this all needs to be bonded, so it doesn't actually work quite like I wanted. Alright, need another bond in there. Move all this stuff over one. And we just have you, I think, move one more? No, we need to wait until a second one gets there, so hold on a second. This will go... Alright. Yeah, this will work. Perfect. That's how we do it. Making a rope. I feel like this machine's real good. Like... Oh, actually, hold on. Let me pause it for a second, because I don't even use this last spot. Let me reduce my costs a little bit. Yeah, this just feels so nice. Alright. This is a good one. This is a good one. I hope this is good. I would say we'll see. We'll see how it compares to other people's. These infinite ones are real interesting. I do like them. Alright. Okay, it's completely average, so like everyone else pretty much does this. Got it. Who knew that creating rope fiber could be so fascinating? It's not something I imagine they teach at alchemy school. Strong and resilient, yet light and easy to carry. I say a better rope has never before been created. He's really quite absorbed. It's a shame most alchemists think work like this beneath them. Imagine how different the world would be if we applied ourselves to problems like this one. Alright. This warming potion isn't just alcohol again, is it? No, alcohol doesn't actually warm the body, it only creates the illusion of warmth. What's this you're talking about? It's a long story and nothing to concern yourself with. He made alcohol for someone and called it a courage potion. And yet he still refused to make alcohol for me. The man I made that alcohol for was preparing to fight for his death. You, on the other hand, are supposed to live. For a while yet, I should hope. Alright, don't know why we need a warming potion, but sure. Ooh. Interesting. Lots of moving parts here. Alright, these are all normal bonds, but what I see is that I could do like 2 of these guys and then merge them. So like this here, actually if I put it there it's gonna get in the way when I go to move things. Now if I use this, we can move it down. I want all this stuff up on the top. Alright, so yeah, so for one, what it's gonna do is pick up, let's see, pick up, rotate, push forward, drop, pull back, rotate the other way, pick up, rotate, rotate, drop. That should fill this. Alright, good. So that will be... I'll be this guy's reset. Okay, so we've got that. Then... have this in here. We're actually going to do essentially the same thing over on this side, but it'll be moving through the salt. So we need pick up, rotate, push, drop, pull back, rotate, pick up, rotate, rotate. That's your reset. Alright, so we got those. I just realized this is a little excessive. Oh no, it's not, because then I'll actually just move that one of these over and get it. Perfect. Alright, alright. So now this guy... Alright, this. No, this. And then we can have... yeah, calcifier there. This guy will take this, so he will be pick up, rotate, drop, rotate, pick up, rotate, rotate, drop. It's your reset. Although now I just realized I can't just move that over if I have him in that spot. What if I got rid of that, all these things over, and replaced you with one of these? Then you could pick up, send, extend, drop, back, back, pick up, rotate, send, extend, end. Alright, and then I can make a track to move that over there. Actually, this whole thing up. Then from there, we can have 4. So once those are all in place, 4 will move minus, minus. Make sure that merges everything like I think it will. Whoop. Yep, so now we've created it. And we just need to get it onto there, so we can have 4. Flip this upside down. 4 should just be able to pivot, pivot, pivot. No, right, not pivot. Do a full rotate. Although, let's see, that might still hit something. No, it does not. But it does not go far enough. What if we did that? So afterwards, did another minus. And we're good. Oh, okay. Cost is a little high, but cycles and area were a little lower than normal. This tonic keeps the body warm. If you don't mind, could you make some extras of this? What, are you trying to make a few extra gilder on the side? Not everything I do is for money. Do you have any idea how many people could use something like this? Oh, I understand. You people from the houses can be so tremendously ignorant sometimes. It's a shame we can't make more. You'd never make enough. Alright. Life sensing potion. This seems rather unprecedented. It is. I'm exploring new frontiers in alchemy here. Dare I ask what the great alchemist is concocting now? Imagine yourself with an increased sensitivity to life. If a guard were standing in the next room, you could feel their presence, as a kind of pulse or thump. Sounds rather ghastly. But you'd be nigh undetectable. I suppose I do enjoy the occasional unfair advantage. Alright. Ooh, okay. Glyph of Animismus. Glyph of Animismus transmutes 2 atoms of neutral salt into 1 atom of vitae and 1 atom of mors. Alchemists use the glyph of Animismus, and the force of vitae and mors are not always regarded favorably by the university. Great, so I'm doing forbidden stuff now. That's what I'm trying to make. Got these guys. And I'll need this. Okay, and I need a bunch of salt. Let's grab out 2 of those to start. Probably need a third. Let's just grab out a bunch of them. I have to keep scrolling down to that. Okay, so... Yeah, and just a ton of salt. Okay, so... So I don't need any of these specific symbols, so I can just turn whichever ones I would like into salt. Let's see, so to get it onto the salt, we'll do that and that, like that and that. There, go for there. So 1 will pick up, rotate, rotate, drop. This one will pick up, rotate, rotate, drop. Alright, so I've got the bases there. Then I think I'll need ways to merge all these together as well. Alright, so maybe I make it into 2 separate pieces over here. So actually, if I move these down 1, I might be able to have some way, yeah, of grabbing the salt out of there as well. Maybe I should make these go opposite directions too then. Alright, well, for now I'll work on getting one side done and then I'll figure out the other one. So, I do need to add in extra those now, right? Alright. Then, after you drop it off, we're going to do the fire first, so we'll rotate back, do another pickup, rotate twice, and drop there. So essentially it's going to drop 1 there, which can be used by something else. See if I pull that up there or up here. So 3, once those are down, pick up what's there, rotate, rotate, and drop it. Did it turn too early again? Alright, so then I want to get this salt into these spots. Actually, what's that? Oh good, it did just make it 3. I wasn't sure if it would do that or not. Alright, because then, stop that, we can have you back there, so let's rotate 3 times, extend, pick up the salt, back in, and rotate twice and drop it. Let's put these in as cycles so I can see. Alright. We're actually going to have you go again, so you need to drop. Back, back. Pick up. Forward, forward. That's the end of yours. Okay. You three you'll drop that there, so let's go up, let's do drop, back, back, pick up, over, that's done for you, I think. Up. Needed, drop off, extend out again there. Extend in there. Alright, so we got that going on up there correctly. So that creates this section. So then I want to create this section as well. I'd end up using that as well. This will maybe be a slower one, but hopefully cheaper? Oh, we'll see. I think I probably just want to do the opposite on the other side. Alright, so in that case, let's see, 2 will go there, I'll go there, up here, and I need this there, just like that. So then 2 is essentially going to be the opposite of 1. So we need those, that. Or if there's a way to just get the opposite, probably not. Alright, so there's that. 4 will be the opposite of this. Complete opposite. These parts will be the same. Just all the angles that are different. Alright, let's see if that does what I think it will. You are doing something very wrong. Oh, what? Oh, is it supposed to be going the same way? Oh yeah, they are all gonna be, it's gonna be the exact same. Okay. Because they're just rotated. I think that should be good. Look at that symmetry. Alright. Yeah, I know that's gonna fail. Alright, so now I've got the 2 pieces ready to be combined. I guess I pull them on tracks or something like that. That's what I'll do. Or I can swing them around, I guess. Let's just do a big thing here. Once we've hit this point, we will pick it up. And what's that end up? There. Wonder. I don't think this will work the way I want it to, but Where did these end up? Colliding with each other, as I thought they might. Alright, yeah, let's get rid of those. Let's not do those. Setting these up on opposite sides may not have been the best move, because now I need to really transport them far. Alright, Alright, well, get this guy. Put you on a track. That's not how I want my track to look. Oh, but I probably can't actually pull you up, can I? Because... oh wait, hold on, it's not gonna work. So it's gonna pull through that thing, isn't it? Yep. Alright, so I will need to pivot you that way. Before I pull it up. Alright. If we go up one more, actually, let me try and figure this. So you're gonna be like that up here, so you'll be in this spot. Yeah, it'll be those ones right there. So let's actually pull you up one more, get you to there, and then pivot you back out, back to these spots. Because I need to set one of these up, fusing the parts together. Yeah, because that's going to be that part. I just need to get that part up there. Alright, so let's make sure this gets to the right spot. Oh, it won't, because that's going to fail it first. If I stick that on, it should be good, right? Because then I think they all clear at the same time. No, it's still trying to cycle through them. Alright, well, that's okay. I can do this. So we've got that here. Let's do another track. So 6 will pick up there. Need to get that out of the way. Rotate you out, you towards minus. Hopefully, want the track kind of going that way, right? Once again with you, also I believe go minus, minus, minus. Back the other way. Let's see this. Let's see if this works the way I think it will. Oh. It's trying to go over there. Okay. What if I brought that over that way? I think we need another minus on here now. I'm making this way too big. This is nowhere, this can't be like the most efficient way of doing it. Oh, now you're, I need even another one. Alright. Are you trying to pick things up too early? Honestly, I probably just need to, like... Alright, just so everything's going at the same time for now. I can figure out when the actual right time for reset is. Why are you... Oh, because it's the instant it gets in there, alright. So I actually need to have this happen somewhere earlier in the sequence. Be like, oh no, not this one. Top one. There we go. Oh, and that hits against there. Alright. Let's change this path slightly. We can probably have these actual resets now. Just need to... the last step will be actually moving it onto the thing. Man, this is an inefficient one. Alright, so now that we've got this here, we just need to get it onto there. Easy, right? Alright, okay. F7 do a pickup there. Rotate a couple of times. That should be good enough once I just figure out. So this will be this. So it rotates 1, 2, 3. That spot will be like that. Of course you're gonna hit into that. Let's see. That help? I think that'll get it out of the way fast enough. I could be wrong though. Nope. Let's just delay this one more. I mean, it looks cool. Yeah. Yeah, that does not feel very good with how I put it together. We'll see how it compares, but I expect to be worse off than most. Oh, no, actually. I mean, my area was bad, but my cycles were actually pretty good. And my cost was pretty okay. If I were to use this and go to the market, would I collapse into a quivering heap of nerves? The effort is subtle, but you may want to avoid crowded areas while using it. You say that as though you've already tried it. My confidence and reasonable certainty isn't enough for you? Over the course of my life, I've learned that trust is not something to be given lightly. Especially not to alchemists. That's a fine thing to say in the presence of a thief. Alright. Very dark thread. This is a bit much. I feel as though I'm being suited up like a grenadier. Stay still or I won't get your measurements properly. Must you really outfit me with this way? The more light you absorb, the easier it will be for you to blend into the shadows. I can already do that. You seem to underestimate my abilities. I want to leave nothing to chance. Oh, okay. So we got an infinite one. Ooh. Alright, so first of all, that is iron, so 2 levels up. That, I'll need this. Maybe this one, maybe the other one. No, probably this one. Okay, so essentially I need to find some, I need to get this whole chain as one thing, probably. This will be interesting. Alright. So if I do something where, example... So I can do like that, that, and down. I also need this connection. So what if I were instead to essentially go push, 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 or pull, pull, then rotate that, and move it over in. This is certainly something. Okay, let's start with this thing. I've got to get the iron. Okay, so it's essentially this, it's this shape somewhat repeated. So for example, from here, I can do that. So one just needs to do pick up that way, drop, back, pick up that way. There's a cycle. So then this guy will need to go pick up over at that point. You again. Alright, that gets the iron I need. Put it onto there. And that essentially becomes your reset. Okay, so I get iron into there. Let's work on this thing here. We'll get salt. F. Rotate, rotate. That's your cycle. Alright. So I've got this piece here. We'll then rotate it up. Up that way. Better pick it up first. Alright, so I'll have, like, say, this piece here. You know what? I think I'm gonna replace this guy with that. That way I can essentially rotate, rotate, push up, and reset. Is that there? So then, while that's going, I'll have, so this is going to get into that position, so I want to get something that'll be able to push it into this spot. Essentially, I'll want this like that, and once it's through, so it'll be up there, we'll have this guy how does this go again? It goes up to there. Okay, let's change this up. Move you, put you here. No, here. Right? So then, once that's there, we'll have you rotate down. So you do a pickup, rotate that way. Yep, that's gonna not fit there. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna have to duplicate a thing here. Kind of have to duplicate all of them, I think. This becomes a drop there. Replace all those with drops. Oh no. Work. Let's see, I can essentially, well, if I do this one more time, that resets that there. Okay. Why am I turning it that way? Seems counterproductive. Alright, so it's going up to there. Grabs it there. Problem is I'm only building one of these right now, so I need to actually, I do need to double this loop. Alright. Drop those. Drop. Then for you, oh, right, because I need to do resets before that. So you, number one, you are, let's see, you need another one of these for a reset. You need two of those for a reset. You need two of these for a reset. Okay, so that's right. You will need two of those for a reset. And is that the right spot to put it? Sure. Oh. It should have been a reset, right? Or three. Three's not setting properly? Oh, it's four that's not resetting properly, right? Oh, because you didn't have... Yep. There we go. Oh, and I'm using the wrong things, that's why. Okay, there should be the reset. Oop. Go a little too fast. Alright. Awesome. So now that's a full reset. So this finishes by this point, I think. Is that right? Actually, this is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so this actually finishes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It drops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is when that thing comes back. You want to do a reset. Alright, so that brings you to there. I need this. What do I need this to do? It's not going to be at the right angle right now. Ugh. Even if I... Yeah, that's a problem. What if... So... I gotta do something different with this guy. So once he's there, we have iron in that. So I actually want it to essentially pivot, pivot, be there, and pivot, and turn that way? Does that get it where I want it lined up? Not quite, but almost. It then needs to move down one. Alright, and this will be going there. This moves down one. These resets in there. That down one drop. That, this, that. Oh no, I need to reset it first. So we need to do plus, and that. This and that. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, you hit against that? Alright. What if I did something... What if I went the other direction? Something like... Got the iron there. No, it's not gonna work. Get rid of those. And out of the way, I will one of these. And get a track. Once that drops it, this guy will pick it up. Then he will move minus minus. He'll wait till see where the step happens. Nope, doesn't have enough time. All right, Okay, so that works. So, and what if the plus then happened, like right there? Okay, I think the plus can even happen one step earlier. Alright, so we've got that kind of working. Now I essentially need to get this there. Oh, this isn't gonna work at all. This is gonna be in the way now. Alright. But yeah, this part's all useless. That's not gonna work. If I can... Did that get in the way of stuff? No. Alright, so if I put that there, once this has dropped it, we can pick it up, retract, turn. Did that get it out of the way? Then that means I can turn it back there. Then do another retract. Let's see if I can turn it at that point. Okay. That's something. Pivot it there. And then if I like push it along a track here, at this point I do a minus, and then drop it at some point. It needs to go farther than that. Alright. That, and then we'll do 2 minuses and a reset. This, well, let's see where that has to end up. Even doing this the right way. Stick that up here. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. Let's try one more. Gotta make sure it's not going to accidentally fuse with my thing that's there. Oh, darn it, it's creating an extra fusion in there. Alright, well. Where does that happen? There. When that moves all the way across. Oh, and they're not even fusing at the right spot. Right, this will actually just need to be something like that, I think. Oh, okay, this is counting them for the products. It just doesn't look nice. because of their layout. There we go. Cost was high, cycles and area were average. Alright. It's quite a striking look, don't you think? I'm a convert. Never thought I'd reach the heights of a fashion like this. We should go into business as clothiers. I can hardly do much more alchemy in any case. We used the last of our quicksilver making that. But that's a wonderful idea. I'll find us more looming and sewing supplies. Get us a mannequin, too. Consider it done. Perfect. Lead ore heist. Looks like it's time for me to go. Good luck, Nils. You'll know I succeeded when a barge of lead ore floats down the river towards you. And I'll send instructions detailing where to send my share of the gold later. You won't be returning here? No, I'm afraid I can't stay. So do you trust us finally? Funny thing about that, when I first found the two of you hiding out in this abandoned shop, my first thought was to cut you both down as you slept and sell your personal effects. Oh my, I'm glad you didn't. I'm just kidding. I would have collected only a pittance from your mediocre clothes anyway. How touching. I expect a more touching story couldn't be written. Safe travels, Nils. We'll be here for the time being, should you want to find us. I'm sure we'll run into each other again before long. Alright, on to Chapter 4. And I think now would be a good time for me to end, because it's getting a little late for me. So, thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Twitch at JSinclairGaming. Links for all those are down below. I love to hear from people. I like to hear, what other things you'd like to see me do, or just any suggestions you have, or just to chat. So, thank you once again to everyone for watching. Hope you had a great time, and until next time, have a great life.